taking
now
away
you
from
want
the
to make
fact
Jacqueline a
that there is
scapegoat.
a corruption as far as jail authorities is concerned. And if you heard me carefully when I started the show, I said there are two parts as far as this entire discussion is concerned. But I just find it extremely convenient to say that I didn't even know who this man was while I continued to enjoy the benefits as far as luxury bags and cars are concerned.
It's possible.
But let me
He
just
might
bring
have
in...
lied to her.
Let me just bring in...
Hang on. He might have
One
lied
sec,
to her.
I want to
He
just
would
give
have
a fair
lied to
chance
her.
to the other
Hang
guests
on a minute.
as well.
He could have lied to her. How do you know? Were you friends with these guys? He could have lied to her. They all lie. These criminals lie like anything. That's what their lives are all about. How do you know? You've been told to say this, so you're saying this.
See, that's being really unfair because we are going exactly... We are going by exactly what the Enforcement Directorate is saying. And my colleague Ashish has been tracking this from day one, and I give him a lot of credit for whatever he's put out for us as well. But Aniket Nikam, I want to bring you in. As I said when I was discussing earlier with Satyendra Singh as well, that this becomes extremely problematic now for Jacqueline Fernandez because she's been named as an accused. And because we know that if an arrest happens, a bail will be very, very difficult. Where do you see this headed now?
Riddhima, there are two things that we must understand. Number one, initially the Enforcement Directorate did not make Jacqueline Fernandez as an accused. They made her a witness. After the investigation progressed, probably they must have realized that she was aware that what Chandrashekar was doing and the money that she was enjoying or the gifts that she was enjoying were out of the proceeds of crime. Now, Supreme Court has clarified in that recent judgment saying that even possession of proceeds of crime is a standalone offence for which one can be prosecuted under the Money Laundering Act. And therefore, probably she is made an accused because they must have investigated and they must have got sufficient evidence with them which would show that she was aware that these are the proceeds of crime or at least what he was indulging in, and the gifts that he is buying is out of those activities that he is engaging himself into. That's number one. As far as the second aspect of bail is concerned, let me tell you that there have been umpteen number of cases where the investigation is going on by the ED, but they choose not to arrest because they feel that the concerned accused has cooperated during the investigation and they don't feel the need to arrest, and then they don't arrest and they file the charge sheet. The accused can appear before the special court, file an application under Section 88 CRPC, which is a case where he will say that he or she will furnish their own personal bond and court can release them on sureties.
True.
However, if the investigating agency feels that for the purpose of investigation, the custodial interrogation is warranted, only in such scenario they would choose to effect an arrest upon an accused, and if an accused is arrested under the provisions of Money Laundering Act, Section 45 kicks in, which makes it very difficult for anybody who has been charge sheeted or who has been charged with an offence of money laundering to get bail, because there are twin conditions that are to be satisfied, which twin conditions Supreme Court has said are constitutional, absolutely legal, and they will remain on the book.
Okay. So that's a crucial point that you're making, and this is where I want to bring Satyendra Singh back in the conversation. What will be that point for the ED to decide that we want to arrest this particular person? Sir, वो कौन सा point होता है ED का जब decision बनता है कि नहीं अब accused को मैं arrest करना होगा?
ये आईओ डिसाइड करता है. देखिए क्या है कि दो तीन चीजें, या तो जो accused है यदि वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन में कोऑपरेट नहीं कर रहा है तो ये भी एक बहुत बड़ा बेसिस बन जाता है उसको अरेस्ट करने का, या उसका इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत बड़ा है, तो ये डिसाइड आईओ करता है. ये डिसीजन जो है पर्सन टू पर्सन डिसीजन लिया जाता है. जैसा इस केस में मेरे पास रिकॉर्ड्स नहीं है कि पहले इनको विटनेस बनाया गया था, विटनेस माना गया था, अब एक्यूज माना गया. तो यहाँ थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है कि उस इन्वेस्टिगेशन में नई चीजें मिली होंगी जिससे कि ये एक्यूज बनी है. तो अभी ये तो आईओ को डिसाइड करना है कि अरेस्ट करेंगे नहीं करेंगे, या बाद अभी उनसे कोई और एविडेंसेस की जरूरत है जिसके लिए कस्टोडियल इंट्रोगेशन की जरूरत है.
Okay.
तो वो डिसीजन जब होगा तो अरेस्ट किया.
Okay, so the tipping point will be if the ED feels that yes, this person is cooperating, we can do without an arrest. Otherwise, there could be a possible arrest as well. But Dilip, Cherian, I want to come back to you, and the question that I was asking Naseer Abdullah also, where he wanted to differ with me, that it becomes difficult to accept the fact that you didn't know where this money was coming from. Isn't that a logical question that anybody would want to ask when you're the recipient for almost the tune of over 5 crores?
I'm afraid that this will not stand in court. The fact that he's giving such huge and expensive gifts cannot but surprise surprise and raise questions in anybody's mind. So to say that I wasn't aware is only trying to pretend a kind of, innocence, which actually does not exist. The quantum of money involved is too large for anyone to just lie and get away with it. Because, you see, if there are people who have the ability to give expensive gifts like this, those people are in the public eye. Here was a person who clearly has been in and out of jail and was in jail during the time of some of the gifting. So there is no doubt that anyone with half an iota of intelligence would catch on that this is not something that is kosher. There is no doubt about that.
Okay. Ashish, I want to bring you back in. Considering the fact, as I said, there have been two versions. While Sukesh Chandrashekar has said that we were in a relationship, there were some intimate pictures that did the rounds as well. Jacqueline has said that I wasn't even aware as far as the real identity was concerned. Could you talk to us about all the properties that have been attached by the ED so far and what will happen from here on as far as Jacqueline Fernandez is concerned?
So as of now, a fixed deposit of around 7.27 crore rupees has been attached till now. This is basically in lieu of the amount of gifts or proceeds of crime that has been accepted by Jacqueline Fernandez. Now, I would like to counter the point of Mr. Abdullah, where he has been saying that there is a possibility that he was lying. There is a possibility she was lying. He was lying from the jail. But interestingly, sir, I have certain facts in the charge sheet, that the previous charge sheet that was filed, not the prosecution complaint that has been filed today, she was very much in the know. There are certain WhatsApp messages where she knows that this man is in jail. She knows from where this money was coming. She very much knew she was flying from one location to another location where the money was paid by Sukesh Chandrashekar when he was in jail. When his father expired, he traveled. They both traveled in a plane where the money was paid to a charter company, and this huge amount came from proceeds of crime. So here there's not one evidence. There are many evidence to show that Jacqueline Fernandez was very much in the know that this man is a regular criminal. He's a person who has been in and out of jail. 19 cases against him. He's only at the age of 32, at the age of 17.
If there is that much evidence.
At the age of...
Okay, so evidence that is being put out as far as
if there is that much evidence.
Naseer, Abdullah, I'm giving you the final word.
If there is that much evidence, good. If there is that much evidence, fair enough. She should be penalized. She should be deported to Sri Lanka, wherever she is from, and the money should be distributed to all the poor farmers in the country and the poor people. Okay, she should go. If it is proved that it was criminal money, she should be sent away. Or jail, whatever. Do what you have to with her.
Mr.
Then
Abdullah,
okay.
this is not the process of Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act says that you have to take
I'm giving you my
opinion.
I'm giving you my opinion. You do what you like. You do what you like. You do what you like. I know. Just do whatever. Arrest her. Throw her into the Tihar jail. I'm okay with it. I'm okay, whatever you want to do. The point is, if there is enough evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she had the criminal intent to take this blood money.
So me and you can't sit here and really make judgments of what really should happen. We will have to let law take its own course. But as we pointed out, this is a story that we'll keep tracking very, very closely. Would like to thank all my guests as well. It's a wrap from my side. Plain Speak with Shivani is up next.